Jackie Redmond is in studio with us, getting ready to be our on-the-scene reporter of Monday Night Raw.
Can't wait.
Scoops Jackie. Jackie Scoops. Jackie Scoops.
I once called myself, this is embarrassing.
Go ahead.
Pandemic times, okay? I was in the NHL playoff bubble, so it was 2 months of doing the first round, three games a day. Anyways, I was one of the only reporters in there, and I started calling myself Scoop Dog. So when I was on NHL Network, it could fly there. I don't know if I can get away with it on NBC, but
yeah, I don't know. So maybe so for instance, if I figure out reasons to refer to you on my various podcasts,
you could say Scoop Dog.
I'm going to start saying Scoop Dog and see if it
catches
on.
I knew you would embrace something so ridiculous.
Yeah, did you hear what the Scoop Dog got out of?
Scoop Dog?
Yeah. Whenever there's anything coming out of one of your interviews from now on.
Yeah.
Oh, Scoop Dog was on the case tonight.
I love it.
The Scoop Dog. Scoop Dog is great.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look. Pandemic was a wild time.
It was. It was a wild, wild ride.
Yeah.
That was the birth of Scoop Dog.
It really was. And I think and going forward, it's time to resurrect Scoop Dog. Do they still call you the Scoop Dog around NHL at all?
I'm not at NHL Network anymore. And I haven't thought about it in a long time because it's weird. COVID times was, I should say pandemic times was 5 years ago already, which is kind of crazy.
It's crazy. And it's also crazy how many of us are just no, we blocked that whole period of time out.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I wasn't even working for WWE then, which feels weird to me now. Because I feel like I've worked at WWE for longer than I have.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
So you kind of feel like...
It's so many shows.
It's a lot of shows.
Right?
And it kind of becomes your identity a little bit, right?
A little bit.
Professionally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you live all the way out
Nova Scotia.
In Nova Scotia. And you're still living... you live in Nova Scotia legit.
That is my home.
For a shoot.
Yeah. Yes. That is where I live. 24/7. I had a house in Jersey for a while, but I got rid of that, I guess, 2 years ago.
Were you the travel's been way too easy?
Well, it was just... My husband and I don't ever say we were long distance, but we always said we're splitting time. So we're in Jersey, we're in Nova Scotia, or sometimes my schedule would be crazy. So I'd stay in Jersey and I'm why am I coming home to Jersey for 1 or 2 nights to be by myself when I could just it's an extra flight or maybe the travel's a little longer, but I get to go to my home and be with my family,
And it probably, because it's so far removed from everything, it actually feels like home.
Yes.
When you are home, you are home.
100%. And so that was the decision. And I stopped doing NHL Network every day, so that also was part of it.
Right. I mean, NHL Network was in Jersey?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Secaucus is where their studios are. Yeah.
So, but your travel days, every single week, are insane?
Depends where we are. New York's great because I can get a direct flight to and from Newark. And it's fine.
Yeah.
So I love these East Coast shows. Boston's great. Philly, I get a direct. There's certain places. Now, when I have to go to Oklahoma City next week, it's a rough go.
Sure.
It's a rough go.
Sure.
But it's okay.
Because
it's part of the gig.
Yeah, it's part of the gig.
Yeah.
And you get to kind of live where you want, be where you want.
Yeah, it's I made a choice. You know what I mean? Sometimes I say that to friends just about when we're talking about certain things or giving advice. And I was just listen, you made a choice.
Yes.
Sometimes there's going to be some stuff that's not great about your choice, but you made a choice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, 100%.
Make a different choice if you don't like it.
That's right.
On all these flights, I get to listen to you. This is where I do all my listening.
That's fantastic.
You know what I mean?
That's fantastic.
And I need to listen to shows like yours because what people don't realize backstage is on any given Monday, depending on my schedule and when I'm doing things, I'll only see 50% of the show.
Plus,
so I want to watch the show back. I want to hear what people are saying. I'm like this in life. I'm a big review reader. When I watch a movie, I'll read reviews and analysis after. Same with shows, books, same thing. Big on book talk right now. You
love book talk.
If you are a creator on book talk and you write fantasy books, I'm watching you.
Really?
I am in your. I might not be commenting, but I'm in your comments. If you know what I mean.
Whoa.
I'm watching.
You're there. You're
I'm
lurking.
there.
You're
I'm lurking in the shadows.
Whoa.
Yeah. But this is new because I used to love reading as a kid. And I started chasing my career. Things you have to make choices. I got to watch hockey games. I got to watch Raw. I got to watch. I only have so many hours.
Right.
But I've recently got back into reading.
What kind of books are we reading?
So fantasy books,
dragons and stuff.
Yeah, magic. I like
Sorcerers?
other worlds. Fae, High fae, fairies.
What's a high fae?
Dragon riders.
Dragon ride. You like
yeah, there's
people
some
that ride
romance
dragon.
mixed into some of these books.
You gotta have romance.
You gotta spice it up once in a while.
Well, of
but
course.
no, like I like the books for the world building and this is where like people are like, oh, like, have you always liked wrestling? And I'm like, well, I've always loved storytelling. And I had a phase as a kid where I liked wrestling, but it's like, I like other worlds. And WWE to me it's another world.
I would agree with that.
And so I like that. And I like books where you're building worlds and not everything is as it seems. And there's heroes and villains and magic. My books need to have magic.
They have to have...
I like magic.
Right.
Yeah, I
Magical.
do. Like a big Harry Potter girl back in the day.
All the spells.
Like I love a spell.
You love
I
spells.
love a spell.
Yeah, they're effective.
Love a mind reader. Never trust a mind reader.
No?
No,
like
they're always
the Mentalist?
They're always bad.
Do you know I got Susumu? I'm a mind reader. I got Susumu. Susumu, are you still mixed up from that? You are, right?
Yeah, I'm still reeling.
He's still reeling. I knew.
Oh, it's so good.
I knew that he was going to say eggs, and then he found a note that said eggs.
Wow.
I nailed it.
You did.
So
listen, okay, I'm afraid of you now.
Okay, good.
That's all right. Are
Good.
you in my head right now?
Yes, I am.
Oh no.
And Susumu's head.
Feel
at the
bad
same
for
time.
you.
But so.
I don't know how we got on this topic.
No,
but.
it's a fascinating topic to me. I love it. But so
Okay.
that way, like and that's it. Do you find yourself like looking at wrestling in those same kind of terms now where it's like, oh, okay, like these are bigger pieces to this wider story that's being told in this world?
I like to look for those things.
Mm-hmm.
And so like when I started working with WWE and got back, because when I watched WWE as a kid, like I didn't have the like capacity to think beyond what I was being told or like what it might mean. I was just a fan. But now, and part of the reason I love you and I love what you do is like you have theories and you have ideas and you're willing to share them, and like some come to fruition, some don't, some are just a good time. I know some people don't like that, but like it's fun to just like imagine where something might be going. And I think like wrestling definitely gives me that, and I think fantasy gives me that. And I've noticed since I started working with WWE, even the way I approach hockey sometimes, I think about it a little bit differently. Like, what story am I trying to tell? It doesn't all have to be like a report.
And
you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100% I know what you mean. I think that that's true in sports too. Like the most fascinating stuff in sports is always the story.
Yes.
The story around what's going on. And I mean, sports is so fun because it happens organically, but like it still becomes that thing when there's a great story happening in sports, everybody, whether sports fans want to admit it or not, everybody is like ingrained in that sport.
It's
like
the moments.
I never watched football. And the only reason I started watching football was the season that Aaron Rodgers started with the Jets.
Yeah.
Because, like, he blows out his Achilles after 3 plays. And I go, this might be. And, I mean, he had literally marched into the game waving the American flag. Like, I am here to save this franchise. And I go, that's kind of cool.
He'll be our savior.
And then he's out for the whole season after 3 plays. Yeah. And I go, this might be. And the Jets, like, needed a savior more than anybody. And I go, this might be the greatest story I've ever seen. This is amazing.
Rips your heart out right from the beginning.
And I'm looking at these fans, and they're like, this can't be happening to us again. Yeah. And I go, this is what it's all about. This is amazing.
It's the emotions.
Yes.
This is why we love the things that we love in life, whether it's wrestling, sports, movies, TV shows.
Fantasy novels.
You know, mixed in with a little spiciness.
By the way,
if you have fantasy novel recs, like, give them to me. I do enjoy fantasy books. I literally have 3 series waiting for me at home right now. So like
series of books?
Yeah, series of
How many
books.
Books are in a series?
Well, it depends on the series.
Sure, of course.
I'm finishing up a 5-book series right now, but the series isn't done yet.
Whoa.
She's still writing it.
Oh,
Very
wow.
famous. And then I've got an 8-book series waiting for me, a 3-book series waiting for me that's not done yet. And then there's another series. I don't even remember how many books are in it. And I think it's mostly fantasy. There's definitely romance in it. Like, so there's some spiciness. But it's called Zodiac Academy. Whoa. And it's about these twins that go to like a magic school, basically. I haven't started it yet, so if I'm messing it up, like, don't come for me online and be like, actually, that's not what it's about. Like, I've read 0 words of the series.
I can't believe
but
having
it's
to worry
called
about
Zodiac Academy, and there's magic involved. And I think it's like the whole series. There's like 3 series within the world that all interconnect, and I think there's like 24 books.
Whoa!
And I'm gonna take that on at some point. I don't know if it's what I'm gonna do next, but because there's a fantasy series that like a lot of people say is like their god tier series called Throne of Glass, and I'm going to start that next.
And you haven't done that yet?
I haven't done it yet, no.
But
And it's a female main character.
Oh, we love that.
And so for me, like, I obviously am going to gravitate towards that as a woman.
Sure.
And so I want to see kind of what that's all about, because I have not seen one person say it's not good.
So to a certain extent, tell me, do you think that there's any possibility that you chose to like do Nova Scotia instead of Jersey because of all the extra time you'd have for fantasy reading?
It was like a bonus I didn't know I would get. But except it took me like 3 years to actually start the reading, because I've just been listening to like sports podcasts and trying to sleep and,
right.
you know.
But I think it's, first of all, I think it's really healthy to be like, okay, like, I'll listen to a little wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
I'll catch up on what's going on. I'll get it. But also, I need
step away.
I need something else. I need to remember who Jackie is for a second.
Yeah. So one thing that I think happens with a lot of people that are very career focused and have like busy careers, I think that you kind of, at least this happened to me, not to get like too deep, but it's never too deep on this show.
Never.
I think that, you know, there was a time in my life where someone asked me, I think in an interview or something, like, what are your hobbies? Like, what do you do for fun? And I hadn't discovered pickleball yet, because I also big pickleball. I play all the time. I'm hosting a tournament this weekend.
Yes.
My husband is launching a pickleball clothing brand. Like, we love pickleball. God. But prior to that, and prior to rediscovering my love for reading, like, I didn't have an answer to the question that wasn't like, well, I like love hockey and I love sports, and it's like, but no, that's what I do, and I still love it.
Sure,
but like outside of
it's
that,
very different.
You do need something that is not connected to your like source of income and your career.
Yes.
That makes you feel alive.
Right.
And I feel like I didn't have that for a little while. And now I have a couple things where I'm like, oh, I actually like really love this. And it's nice to just go escape to that for a little while.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's so important, because no matter how much you love a thing, if it's also kind of the thing that you do, then you end up, there's some part of your brain that's going like, and I could be a part of it this way, and then this could have, and now you're not.
And who are you without it?
Right.
Because like all things in life, all good things eventually come to an end.
Of course they do.
Who are you going to be outside of that? And
right.
like we've seen, like, I don't know how many years ago this was. You might be able to pinpoint it. But I remember when Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss were going at it, one of the things Alexa Bliss used to say to her is like, who is Charlotte Flair without a championship? Like that's your whole identity.
Right.
Who are you? And Charlotte didn't have an answer.
Right.
I think she's still in the process of kind of defining that, right?
That's the journey she's been on.
That's the journey she's been on. And so I think there's a lot of like parallels that way.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So when you say that you're lurking on like
book talk.
Yeah,
book
that's my
talk.
favorite thing ever. Are you, because you said.
I love it so much.
Are you like lurking in the comments of people who are reviewing these books, or are they people who are writing their own stories and you're reading their stories too?
No. So it's people that have read the books.
Right.
And I try to stay away from spoilers because I don't want to know what's happening. So I have to be careful, because at TikTok, you're just scrolling. Then all of a sudden I hear something and I'm like, I know that's a character from a book I haven't read yet. Like, I don't want to, can't do it. But the current series I'm reading, like I said, is not done. And there's a section of Book Talk that believes our male main character, the love interest of our female main character, is actually bad. Not our hero. Is actually been mind controlling her this entire time.
So he's going to do a heel turn.
So there's a section of people that believe. Now there's another section that will like slay you for saying that.
That's
they
like when
think
people,
that's crazy. Like, no, Rhysand is the best. He is amazing. He's our hero. He's the best man ever. And we're like, no. Because I'm on the dark side. I'm like, nah, he's toxic.
That's when
he's a mind reader. He goes in people's brains.
That's when people call up here and they go, you know who should be a heel? Jey Uso. And I go off the handle on them. I can't
You're like,
stand.
No, not my
go,
Jey.
What are you talking
not my
about?
Jey Uso.
Everybody loves Jey. Who are you talking about?
That's what it is.
Yeah, and
that's
Cody
what
too.
It is.
They go, oh, Cody should be a heel. I go, no, he shouldn't be a heel. He's the greatest.
See, in this case, it's not he should be. There's people that believe he has been this whole time, and we just don't know.
See, but I love that. Here's what I love about that community is that we can have, because I would love to have a conversation, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like, we're just talking about these characters.
Yes.
So you can't tell me, oh, no, because his contract is up in 6 months.
No. We're talking about what is in Book Talk. I'm so new and I know so much already. Like, what is on the page?
Right.
What do we know for fact?
Right.
And you can't take first-person narration from our female main character because it's a first-person perspective, which means it's biased. It's not objective. So there's only so much you can take from that. What on paper has factually happened?
Right.
What are the actions of these characters that might lead you to believe maybe they've been bad this whole time?
Yes.
And so we could look at Jey Uso's comments to his brother. We could go back and go through the pages, if you will, and say, is there evidence here that maybe Jey Uso is kind of over Jimmy.
Right.
He's done with him. Doesn't really want to be around him anymore.
But is that
and is maybe a little bitter
right
about this World Heavyweight Championship?
It's possible, but is that also because maybe he doesn't feel like it's appropriate for Jimmy to still be giving him advice like he's an older brother when
Does
Jay's
he think
the
he's
one
better than Jimmy?
Whoa.
Do we have evidence that Jey is starting to maybe get a little higher on the old horse?
See, this is where we need to go as wrestling
This is the
fans.
good shit. Am I allowed to swear on the show? I don't even know.
Yeah, very
Okay,
much, very
okay.
much. Yeah,
the good shit.
It's a good shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is where we have to be as wrestling fans, where we can have this like educated conversation where we are so well informed of what's on the show. We're talking about what's on the show.
Yes. We have to stay within the world.
Yeah, of course we do.
And contracts aren't in that world.
No. I don't know anything about
Not
this.
in that degree.
No, I'm not a lawyer. What do I do? A wrestling show.
Doesn't matter.
Right? That's why when people are like, this is what should happen, and I go, okay, and then what? And they go, I don't know. And I go, well, then don't come to me with this.
Yeah. But I don't want to talk about what should happen all the time. I want to talk about what is happening.
Mm-hmm.
And what do we see in what is happening?
Right.
What crumbs are there that might lead us to believe
Yes.
that not all is what it seems?
That's right. I love that.
That's the stuff I love.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best. And that's
I want to be lied to, is what I'm telling
of course.
you. I want to be deceived.
Of course you do.
I want my jaw to hit the floor and I want to go, no, how could you do that?
Right. But
You
then
know?
you have to, but if you do that with wrestling, you'd have to find that disconnect in your brain because then you would see the human being.
Yes.
And you would have to have the discipline to be like, I understand now I am interacting with a human being.
Yeah.
I have to interact with the character separately.
Exactly.
Which is healthy.
Yes.
I mean, if you're like, oh, I'm going to go talk to that character, you're like, hey, lunatic.
Yeah, maybe go touch grass.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Exactly. Well, man, I cannot wait for Monday Night Raw tonight.
Oh, it's going to be so fun. You're
Madison
going,
Square
right?
Garden. Oh, I'll be there.
Yes.
Oh, I'll be there. After the show,
Raw recap.
Raw recap from the Garden.
And you're seeing everything live and in color.
Everything live and in color.
Oh, my God. The feelings.
And that's the best, too. That, like, Raw recap is, like, after Raw. So they're like, I don't know, just go do whatever you do. I'm always on the floor. I'm always just watching.
You are.
Just watching the
You
show.
are always on the floor.
Yeah, that's-
like, I know where to find Sam Roberts
Oh, he's gonna
if
be on the
I am
floor.
at a
He's gonna
WWE event.
Yeah, he's going to find a corner to just stand on the
Yeah,
floor where nobody
so
will bother
good.
him. And he'll be the one jumping up and down and screaming.
Look for Sam Roberts jumping up and down tonight. On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you think like the intensity of your feelings will be on
After
Raw
the show?
recap? Yeah.
I mean,
If you had to guess.
I would say conservatively 8.5. And that's
Okay.
conservative.
Okay, that's
Okay,
conservative.
I would think higher.
Okay.
And I think that those feelings will spill out over past Raw recap onto this show tomorrow. Probably have to hit the siren for an emergency.
You might have to
pod.
wear jorts.
I'll probably have to wear jorts. I might just cut these off. Jackie
Not
Redmond.
cut off jorts.
They're still cool. Thank you for coming by, Jackie. You are the best. We will see you on Raw tonight.